The year was 1970. The location, Hartford, Connecticut. There was a woman named Donna who owned a doll that scared her. She said it would move and do all sorts of creepy, malicious things, allegedly. And that doll was none other than the original Labubu. No wait, I mean Annabelle. You know, Annabelle? You've seen the movies. The haunted doll locked in a glass case, capable of unspeakable evil, allegedly. But what if I told you Annabelle is real, and it's the same doll that Donna owned? This is the story of the most infamous haunted doll in the world, allegedly, and why it still terrifies people to this day. Welcome to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about Barbie dolls. Annabelle. So make yourself a hot cup of tea, gather the posse for a tea party, like and subscribe to the channel, and of course, picture this, if you will. In James Wan's 2013 horror hit The Conjuring, Annabelle is portrayed as a porcelain doll with a terrifying face. But in reality, she's a Raggedy Ann doll. Innocent looking, soft, almost childlike. But according to believers, that's part of the horror. Look at her. Am I the only one seeing a Wendy's Halloween collaboration? The Annabelle burger or something? Well, if it does happen in the future, run me my royalties. So how did a harmless children's toy become a symbol of paranormal evil? To understand that, we have to go back in time, 1970 to be precise. As mentioned in the beginning of the video, in 1970, a nursing student named Donna received a used Raggedy doll from her mom. It seemed like a sweet gift at the time, except Anna was 28, which is a weird gift to give to an adult. Anyway, she placed it in her bed, but soon, she and her roommate Angie began to notice strange things. The doll would appear in different positions, even different rooms, allegedly. Notes started to appear on parchment paper that neither of them owned. Messages like, "Help us," in childlike writing, allegedly. They called in a medium, who told them that a spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins had attached itself to the doll. The spirit said it only wanted to be loved, and the roommates agreed to let it stay. Shortly after, a friend named Lou, who didn't like the doll, claimed it tried to strangle him in his sleep, allegedly. Another time, he was mysteriously scratched across his chest after hearing footsteps but finding no one there, allegedly. And that's when Donna reached out to the paranormal investigators, yours truly, Ed and Lorraine Warren. And according to the Warrens, the entity inside the doll wasn't a child spirit at all, but something inhuman. Let me sidetrack for a second. Let's say I have a doll, and let's say that I said that it was possessed, which it isn't. If I go to a medium or a psychic and tell them this stuff to get lost and stop wasting their time, of course not. They're gonna milk it. They're gonna come up with all sorts of crazy crap so they can get paid. Honestly, if you think that this doll is causing all these crazy things, throw it in the trash, burn it. But who am I to give an opinion on this matter anyway? They said the Annabelle spirit was a demonic presence using sympathy as bait, trying to possess a human host. They even claimed that the doll supposedly inflicted psychic slashes that drew blood from victims. Word. That's when the Warrens removed the doll and took it to their occult museum in Monroe, Connecticut. But even that wasn't easy. You see, they reported that the brakes started failing, the steering wheel locking up, and the doll causing all sorts of accidents until they sprinkled holy water over it. And at the museum, Annabelle was placed in a glass case with a sign, "Warning, positively do not open." And the case was blessed regularly by a priest. But even behind glass, the doll's legend grew. One famous story tells of a man who mocked Annabelle during a museum tour, banged on the glass, and died in a motor crash hours later. Could this be the work of Annabelle? Or a coincidence? Lorraine Warren always warned visitors, never joke about Annabelle, never touch the glass, and never underestimate the energy attached to it. The museum closed after Ed and Lorraine's passing, but the doll remains in storage, locked away. And recently, in July 2025, the Devils on the Run tour organizer and host Dan Rivera died in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Rivera had been a lead promoter of the tour and produced videos of the doll on TikTok. Could this be Annabelle? Or another coincidence? So what is the skepticism and the psychology behind this? What do skeptics say? Could it all be just the power of belief, suggestion, and fear? Well, the psychologists have an answer for this. and they point to pareidolia, which means the brain's tendency to find patterns where none exist. Combine that with grief, guilt, and fear, and suddenly the doll moves. The notes appear. The scratches feel real. But also, let's not forget, the Warrens were known for dramatizing stories. In other words, as I would say, milking it. Some claim the Annabelle case was exaggerated for attention. Only some? I don't listen, anyway. And most recently, in August 2025, it was confirmed that comedian Matt Rife had purchased the Warrens' home and occult museum in Monroe, Connecticut. The purchase included becoming the legal guardian of the entire haunted collection, including the Annabelle doll, for at least the next 5 years. My brain is not processing this properly. It's like that one time where Trump was talking about war and the Juventus football team was standing behind him. Like, what is going on? What is this? My brain just finds this hard to process. But anyway, whether you believe the legend or not, one thing is for sure. The story of Annabelle taps into our deepest fears. Barbie dolls. So anyway, that was it. That was the story of the real-life Annabelle doll. What do you think? Is she actually haunted? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, push all the buttons, slap whatever, and I'll see you in the next one.